प्रणम्य शिरसा विष्णुम त्रैलोक्याधिपतिम प्रभुम नाना शास्त्रोत्तधृतम बक्षे नीति संग्रम उत्तमम. Dear friends, Chanakya Neeti, this is something well known all over the world and to the whole humanity. And especially, I'm very much influenced with Chanakya's philosophy, and this was the reason way back in 1993, I started one education in India, namely Chanakya IAS Academy. Chanakya as a person, as a personality influenced me a lot, that how a single person coming from a very, very grassroots level, from nowhere, could create such a big empire in India, named as Mauryan Empire. How he could raise one small and humble person from a very, very humble background, Chandragupta, to a great Samrat in India and integrate India into one big kingdom with the concept of welfare state. He composed Arthashastra as a political statecraft which has value all through time immemorial, in the past and the present, and it will remain the same in the future as well. Chanakya Neeti is a great compilation of pearls of wisdom from ancient India, from all the Shastras, that Chanakya has done not only for the kings and kingship, but also for the people in general. It had value in the past, it has value in the present, and it will remain in the future also. So let us first understand what is Chanakya Neeti. There was a popular demand from my audience and also friends and dear ones that if I run an institution called Chanakya Academy, and if I try to follow the basic wisdoms and principles of Chanakya in my personal life and professional life as well, then I should make a series of videos also on Chanakya Neeti for the larger benefit of friends and the humanity. With this great intention and motive, I am starting to make videos on different pearls of wisdom from Chanakya Neeti for the larger benefit of the people and you all there. I hope I'll be able to do justice with that. I pray to God to make me successful in this venture for every one of you, and I will try my best to make it relevant for you in the present situations out of my understanding, my educations and my experiences in my life. So let's begin with Chanakya Neeti. Let's first understand what is this Chanakya Neeti. Chanakya Neeti is a collection of timeless wisdom and practical principles authored by the great Indian philosopher, economist and strategist Chanakya, also known as Kautilya or Vishnugupta. Chanakya was mastermind behind the establishments of Mauryan Empire in India, and he was the mentor of Chandragupta. He was the person who took a place to finish the Nanda dynasty from the Magad Empire, because that was a rule of tyranny, that was a rule of lawlessness, and Chanakya was also insulted by Dhananand, and this is where he took a place, and this is also where he could identify a young boy who was playing as a king among his young friends in the open garden. This is where he could see the talent in Chandragupta, and he decided to raise him to a king. This is something called as a great determination of Chanakya and a talent search by Chanakya, how he could identify such a big power in a common man. Rather, we can say that any common man under a right mentorship can be raised to a great height and glory like Chandragupta Maurya. So he took a place, he took him to Takshila, trained him properly, educated properly along with his other classmates, and raised him to the level of a king. Raising of Chandragupta to emperor and making of Mauryan Empire is well-known fact in the history all over the world. But here to our purpose, it is important to know that his insights of governance, leadership and personal conduct that transcended centuries, making Chanakya Neeti a valuable guide for people from all walks of life. Now let's understand what is Chanakya Neeti. Chanakya Neeti is a compilation of aphorisms, moral guidelines and practical advice covering a wide range of topics including politics and governance, strategies for the kingdom and managing state affairs. Secondly, leadership and diplomacy, qualities of a wise leader and dealing with allies and enemies. Thirdly, personal conduct, principles for living a disciplined, meaningful and ethical life. Fourthly, relationship, insight into maintaining healthy relationship and avoiding harmful associations. And last but not the least, wealth and prosperity. guidance on earning, managing, and protecting wealth. It is a practical guide aimed at achieving earth, that is material success, and dharma, righteousness, balancing the spiritual and material aspects of life. This is something he tried to give, which is called Prusartha, Dharma, Arth, Kam, Moksha, which has been mentioned in our ancient scriptures. He tried to make a balance of all the four in life, and this is where he collected pearls of wisdom from ancient scriptures and compiled into one that is called Chanakya Neeti. In the historical context, it is important to know that Chanakya wrote Chanakya Neeti during a period in ancient Indian history when kingdoms were constantly at war and rulers sought guidance on governance and power of dynamics. Drawing his vast knowledge from Vedic scriptures, politics, and human psychology, Chanakya crafted a collection of knowledge that provided solutions to real-world challenges faced by rulers, scholars, and common people alike. Now let us understand what are the key themes of Chanakya Neeti. First of all, let us understand its importance for practical wisdom. Chanakya emphasizes using intelligence and practical strategies to navigate life's complexities. His teachings are rooted in observation, human behavior, and logic. The second importance is that of morality and ethics in life. While focusing on achieving success, Chanakya stresses on the importance of dharma, righteousness. He advocates for ethical behavior both in personal and professional life, warning against greed, arrogance, and unethical practices. The third important thing he emphasized was on strategic thinking. Thinking is a great power for the human beings, and how we utilize it, that makes all the difference in life. So he gives special importance to strategic thinking. Known as father of Indian strategic thought, Chanakya highlights the value of foresight, planning, and adaptability in achieving goals. The fourth important thing he emphasized was on self-discipline and responsibility. Success, according to Chanakya, is built on self-discipline, responsibility, and the ability to overcome temptations and distractions. The fifth importance of Chanakya Neeti is that Chanakya offers insights into the human nature, emphasizing need to build trust with allies while staying vigilant against deception. He warns against associating with wrong people and stresses the importance of choosing companions wisely. Now, what is the structure of Chanakya Neeti? Chanakya Neeti is written in the form of short, concise sutras, that is, aphorisms, or slokas, that is, verses, each containing a deep philosophical and practical meaning. The text is divided into 17 chapters, each focusing on a specific theme such as morality, governance, wealth, and family life. The simplicity and universalities of these teachings make them relevant across cultures and eras. It was relevant in the past, it's in the present, and it will be the same in the future across the culture all over the world. Now let us understand why Chanakya Neeti is relevant today. Even though Chanakya Neeti was written centuries ago, its lessons are timeless and highly applicable in modern life, whether it is the context of personal growth, professional success, or leadership. Chanakya's teachings provide a roadmap for overcoming challenges and achieving excellence. Key reasons for its relevance include guidance for leaders, offers lessons on decision making and diplomacy and governance. Insights on relationship helps individuals navigate social and professional dynamics. Wealth management teaches strategies for earning, preserving, and utilizing wealth. Personal development emphasizes self-discipline, resilience, and a balanced approach to life. Thus, Chanakya Neeti is not just an ancient book of wisdom. It is a practical guide for living successful and purposeful life. Its teachings combine philosophy with actionable strategies, offering a holistic approach to achieving material success and spiritual growth. As a testament to Chanakya's profound understanding of human nature and society, the text continues to inspire leaders, scholars, and individuals all around the world. Dear friends, now in this episode of Chanakya Neeti, I'll be taking up the first sloka. He starts with a prayer to Lord Vishnu. So first we'll know what is this sloka, what is the meaning of that, and then we will discuss why he chose Lord Vishnu to offer this to start with. Let us first know what is this sloka. Pranam Sirsa Vishnum Trailokyadhipatim Prabhum Nana Sastrot Dhritam Bakshe Niti Sangram Uttamam. Now let's understand in different parts what is the meaning of this particular sloka. Pranay Sirsa Vishnu means bowing down with my head to Lord Vishnu. The phrase expresses humility and reverence as Chanakya begins his work by prayer and respect to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu, as the preserver of universe, symbolizes dharma, righteousness, wisdom and balance. Bowing to him signifies aligning one's thoughts and action with his divine principles. The second part of the sloka says, Trilokya Adhipatim Prabhum. It means the Lord and the Master of three worlds. Trilok refers to three worlds: Swarg, that is heaven; Bhulok, that is earth; and Patal, that is netherworld. Vishnu, as supreme deity, is acknowledged as ruler and the protector of all realms. This highlights that Chanakya seeks the blessing of the ultimate power, governing the entire cosmos, emphasizing the universality and authority of Lord Vishnu. The third part of the sloka says, Nana Sastro Dhritam Bakshe. This is where he says that I will present the knowledge derived from various scriptures. Nana Shastra means referring to the various scriptures and the knowledge source that Chanakya studied. Udhitram means collected or derived from. Chanakya declares that his teachings are not mere opinions, but distillation of wisdom found in multiple authoritative sources. This reflects his depth and authenticity of his knowledge. In the last part of sloka, he says, Niti Sangraham Uttamam. It means a supreme collection of principles and ethics. Niti refers to morality, ethics, and strategies for living a successful and righteous life. Sangraham means collection. It means that Chanakya had compiled the best teachings for practical and moral guidance. Uttamam signifies supreme or the best, highlighting the high standard of wisdom and the insight in the work. The phrase underscores that the text serves as a comprehensive guide to life, politics, and governance. Now let's understand why Chanakya started composition or compilation of Chanakya Neeti with prayer to Lord Vishnu. Here, first of all, let us understand that there is a tradition in Bharat, that is Bharatvarsh, right from ancient time, to start any good work with prayer to a particular god or goddess. And be it a work of writing or starting teaching or preaching or any business or any profession or even the start of education, everywhere there is a concept of prayer to any god or goddess. So far as Chanakya's prayer to Lord Vishnu is concerned, before starting this composition, let us understand what was his basic motive and the concept of starting this with the prayer to Lord Vishnu. Chanakya started composition and collection of Chanakya Neeti with prayer to Lord Vishnu for several reasons, which is deeply rooted in the ritual, philosophical, and practical traditions of India. The invocation of Lord Vishnu by Chanakya holds both symbolic and practical significance, ensuring that teachings align with higher ideals of dharma and truth. The first reason to offer prayer to Lord Vishnu before start composition of Chanakya Neeti was to give divine connection to his knowledge. Chanakya was deeply aware that knowledge, when disconnected from divine guidance, can lead to misuse or misdirection. By dedicating his work to Lord Vishnu, he ensured that the wisdom of Chanakya Neeti is connected to higher purpose, emphasizing that his teachings aim at universal goodness and truth rather than selfish worldly gains and power. The second reason to offer prayer to Lord Vishnu was to give sanctity of teachings. Lord Vishnu, as the preserver of the cosmos, represents stability and upholding of dharma, that is righteousness. By invoking Lord Vishnu, Chanakya guaranteed that his ethical principle and strategy were sacred in nature and intended to serve humanity's betterment. This dedication also underscores that success achieved without dharma is both meaningless and unsustainable. The third reason to dedicate sloka to Vishnu was to highlight the role of faith in leadership. Chanakya, being both a scholar and a strategist, understood the importance of humility and faith for a successful leader. Starting his work with prayer to Lord Vishnu, he reinforced the idea that even the most capable rulers need divine guidance to lead effectively. Leadership, in Chanakya's view, required wisdom, humility, and adherence to moral principles, all of which Lord Vishnu epitomizes. The fourth reason of invoking Lord Vishnu was for creating a sense of reverence in readers. Prayer at the beginning of the text fosters reverence in readers, encouraging them to approach the teachings with respect and seriousness. It reminds readers that the principles outlined in Chanakya Neeti are not just tactical or worldly advice, but are rooted in deeper spiritual and moral truths. The fifth reason, as I mentioned earlier also, was starting any good work with invocation. It was customary in Indian tradition to begin any scholarly or spiritual composition with invocation to a deity. The practice symbolized and ensured that the work would remain free from obstacles or errors. By following this tradition, Chanakya acknowledged the importance of divine blessings in ensuring the success of his text. Invocation to Vishnu is also symbolizing three virtues of life. Lord Vishnu is associated with three virtues, that is Jnana, knowledge, Karma, that is action, and also devotion, Bhakti. It means knowledge, action, and also devotion. Chanakya's Neeti also embodies all the three virtues by focusing on intellectual clarity, strategic action, and adherence to righteousness. Vishnu was therefore an ideal deity to dedicate his works to, as his attributes resonate with the goals of Chanakya Neeti. Next reason for invocation to Vishnu was unity of Dharma and Earth. Chanakya's philosophies focus on balance between Earth, that is material success, and Dharma, that is righteousness. By invoking Lord Vishnu, who represents balance between the two, Chanakya ensured his teachings highlighted interdependence between the two. The dedication emphasizes that the material prosperity must be pursued within the framework of ethical and moral principles. The eighth reason for invoking Lord Vishnu was for getting his blessing for prosperity and success. Chanakya Neeti serves as guide for personal, political, and social success. By beginning with a prayer to Vishnu, Chanakya sought divine blessing to ensure that teachings have a lasting impact and help achieve success adhering to moral principles. The ninth reason to invoke Vishnu was to illustrate the balance between divine and the practical. Teachings of Chanakya Neeti are rooted in practical advice to governance, leadership, and personal conduct. However, by starting a prayer to Vishnu, Chanakya reminded readers that even the most practical pursuits should be guided by divine wisdom and moral responsibility. Vishnu is also a symbol of preservation of knowledge. Just as Lord Vishnu preserves the universe, Chanakya's dedication to Lord Vishnu symbolizes the preservation of wisdom. By starting his work with the invocation to Vishnu, Chanakya aimed to ensure that the teachings of Chanakya Neeti would remain timeless and universally relevant. That prayer to Lord Vishnu at the beginning of Chanakya Neeti serves multiple purposes. It aligns teachings with divine guidance, establishes the sanctity of the text, and ensures that readers pursue success with righteousness, humility, and a sense of higher purpose. This invocation reflects Chanakya's understanding that the true knowledge and strategy are only meaningful when they are rooted in ethical and universal values. By dedicating to Lord Vishnu, Chanakya set a moral and philosophical foundation for the timeless wisdom contained in Chanakya Neeti. I hope you got a clarity about by Chanakya and why Lord Vishnu was given the first and why Chanakya started composition and compilation of Chanakya Neeti with invocation to Lord Vishnu. I hope you would like my this sincere effort and would like to also share this video with near and dear ones. I will continue the different slokas and aphorisms of Chanakya in the coming episodes as series. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you again. Namaskar.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.